This is the place on the map, located in the Atlantic Ocean, between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. This region, where hundreds of planes and ships have disappeared without a trace to this day. People know it as the Bermuda Triangle, but much of what happened is still unreported. This story is one of them. Months after the end of World War II, 5 Grumman TBM Avenger torpedo bombers of the US Navy took off from Fort Lauderdale Naval Air Station in Florida for a routine training flight. This flight was a mission known as Navigation Problem Number 1, and the pilots were to conduct a bombing drill on a sunken ship off the coast of the Bahamas. The leader of the flight was Lieutenant Charles C. Taylor, an experienced pilot. During the flight, however, Taylor's compasses malfunctioned and he lost his sense of direction. While over the Bahamas, Taylor mistook himself for the Florida Keys, leading his fleet on the wrong course. This mistake caused the planes to head towards the open sea and run out of fuel. Around 4 p.m., Taylor radioed.
Something here. Something feels different. The flight was normal, but...
Years later, no trace of the missing plane can be found. Search and rescue teams scan the area several times, but find nothing. However, subsequent reports were referring to a recording. After the plane disappeared, some witnesses reported hearing strange lights and noises in the area. It's like a scream, but it's like a scream that changes shape over time. While many researchers say that the magnetic fields of the Bermuda Triangle are causing the loss of planes and ships, another theory was much more frightening. Time inside the Bermuda Triangle was bending in some way. Claims have been made that time is bent and people who are lost are stuck on another plane, in another dimension. But that sounded too unreal, did it? It is at this point that an old audio recording is found that talks about the missing plane. That voice. After hearing that voice, you will have to face another reality. The person who recorded the sound was the last passenger on the plane. In the audio recording, the person described how time was disrupted on his own lost plane.
Something is wrong here. My watch is not working. The sea outside the window seems to be disappearing at a rapid pace. Time. It stops here. There's another time here.
And then, an eerie silence comes from the recording. The sound stops in an instant. It is as if the plane is disappearing into the folds of time. In the middle of the Bermuda Triangle, not every lost person is just lost. They exist in a kind of squeeze at the point where time is broken. At the intersection of time and space, the lost exist like a reflection. And that reflection, just like the last passenger on that missing plane, suddenly we listen again to the voice of the disappeared person.
When I talk to you, time was, but now something has changed. Those lights, those strange lights appeared again. A journey begins from one place to another.
And that voice echoes as if to whisper that the soul of the lost person is still trapped inside that plane. The planes and ships that have disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle are not the only ones lost. Time plays a game here. A disappeared person may have been drawn to another reality. They don't just leave a trace, they leave a reflection. So, where do the souls of these lost people go? Or are they trapped in a vacuum in the warping of time? Perhaps time becomes a bridge between all these disappears. That plane, like an entity lost in time. But somewhere that plane is still there. Who knows, maybe they're watching you.